Alright guys, we're back over mine here. We're bringing you the rest of this game 2 of Fonzy vs Kelthar. Let's get back into things. Where we left off was Kelthar had some nice scouting up in his base. He's watching his army. See, if he's looking correctly at his map, he notices, alright, his army's pushing out. I gotta get ready to defend. He has a Colossus on the way. He has his army ready. I'm pretty sure with some nice force fields, he can take this army and push out, do some damage, maybe to deny that third. Ooh, he has a medevac coming. I think he's going to try and drop and push at the same time.
Yeah, that's really effective. Kind of deter the army away for distraction, and then bring your army straight in your opponent's base, and then just do as much damage as you can. But I'd really like to see Kelthar produce probes out of both his nexi, because he's only building from his second nexus, and it's not really giving him enough probes, because Fonzy has 41 harvesters versus 34 from Kelthar, so he has much more income than Kelthar does.
Also, he's maxed out on energy, if you haven't noticed.
Yes.
And he's starting to max out on energy on his second nexi. Why do you call it nexi?
Because it's two, it's plural. For higher level Protoss players, they usually save their chrono boost for if they're attacking, so they could chrono their gateways to apply even more pressure, or they use it on upgrades or probes, depending on the situation. But we see here
we have a battle on nice force fields. Just strapping those Marines in. The splash damage from the Colossus are just taking them out. Oh, he just ate them, but he has a drop.
Kelthar's army was distracted, and Fonzy took out his robotics facility.
Let's see how many probes he's gonna get here. He's picked up 4 probes.
I like this reaction though.
5 probes.
Yeah, these 4 Marauders are just wreaking havoc.
Oh, but he loses that. But he took out 5 probes, which is nice considering he's only building off of 1 nexus. He's not building efficiently, and he hasn't taken his gas in his expo, which is something I highly recommend. I mean, the minerals are nice, but you need to take the gas in your expo, and you sort of put a pylon in your pathway. Try not to do that. I mean, I don't think it's disturbing you right now. It could be actually the perfect pylon.
Something I don't like by Fonzy is he has 2 starports, both with reactors. I don't think that is really efficient, because you could produce 2 medevacs or 2 Vikings at a time from 1 starport within 2 bases. If you want to have 2 starports, you need at least 4 bases to continuously produce medevacs and Vikings from those.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He needs to get some more bases. He needs to get some more saturation on his current bases.
Damn, I'm really impressed with Fonzy's upgrades, though. He's already at 2-2. He should be starting 3-3 sometime.
Any second now.
While Kelthar is only on 1-0, going on 2-0, I don't think that's going to be enough in the next engagement.
Especially with those Marines with the 3-3.
Yeah. They'll just melt your army.
I mean, if you can get the more Colossus up, maybe.
Yeah, but then again, Fonzy's going for Vikings. I wish he'd continuously produce more Vikings than medevacs at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knows Kelthar is going for a lot of Colossi, so I don't blame him.
Based on his scouting, based on everything we've seen, I think it's safe to say, I don't like to call it the quick GGs, but with Kelthar having not so many upgrades, I mean, he has his 2 right there, but the huge anti-Colossus that he's producing, the 3-3, the 2 pages of, well, 1 page and I'll say a quarter, just a little over a quarter Marines, and 5 random Marauders. This is enough to take out what he has. If not, at least go par to par with what he has. And because he has the macro, he has the bank, he's not even saturated on any of his bases. None of his bases are fully saturated. Alright, let's pause.
Yeah, as you've noticed, okay.
Just
noticed, Fonzy has. Sorry to interrupt you, but Fonzy has all the map control. He's had the control over this game for the whole time. he pretty much knows everything that Kelthar is going to do, while Kelthar is in the dark and hasn't seen anything yet.
Yeah, but why I wanted to pause was because if you look at his bases, like, he has 131 energy on this base. He has 14 SCVs. That's not bad. I mean, 2 more SCVs would have been nice, but let's not split hairs. This one, he's down 6 SCVs. He's not mining very well. I guess the fact that he's really low on these minerals is an excuse, but then when you get down to this one, he has no SCVs in production. He has all his command centers centered at this one base, while everything else isn't. It just isn't saturated. He needs to use his mules more effectively. He has to use them more. That's something you can work on. Just always keep using the mules, or expand more. I mean, mules, when you got about 70 plus SCVs, they start to lose their effect because you can use scans. You can see exactly where his army is. You can see exactly what he's doing, and if he's tech switching that late game. You can check for expansions. There's a lot of stuff you can use those scans for in the late game. That's when scans become really OP, is in the late game.
Yeah, that's completely correct. But I'm just looking at these two armies going face to face right here. Who do you think is going to win the up and coming battle?
I want to say Terran, but because of the 3 Colossus, he's going to eat those. My prediction, he's going to eat up the ground army, and he's going to lose everything to the Vikings. And
Yeah, I agree. But I think Fonzy should wait for his 3-3 upgrades. I mean, it's about a minute or two away. So I don't think this is a correct choice to make to go in right now, but we're going to see how it turns out for him.
without the blink, I mean, he has 2 Colossus on the way. If he had them out right now, this could be a different story. 5 Colossus, it could be a different story.
He needs
Give me a
to
minute.